Y'all know the name.
What's crack-a-lacking, boys and girls? I am Martinio, and welcome back to some more Project Cars. So, as I mentioned on my, I think it was episode 2 of my Witcher playthrough, the third video today, as yesterday's video, Tuesday's, came very, very late in the day. As a treat, you get a third video, and it's a bit of online racing. So I did this on, I think it was Monday night, I think it was. And it's in the Formula Gulf 1000 cars, and this is the first time I've driven these cars actually, and they are really good. You know, I didn't know what to expect coming into it, but they are really, really good, really drivable, very planted, and really manageable as well. So for open wheels, it's definitely a good starting place if you want to kind of build up to Formula 1, or if you've tried them and you're still trying to get the hang of it. This is a good place to start. But as I said, it's an online race, and at the moment I sit on pole, but I've got had just enough time to go and do another lap. So I have done this race previously. This isn't live commentary, as well. You've seen what I try. You've seen what happens when I try and talk and race at the same time. I normally bin it somewhere, so I didn't want to do that. Plus, this race happened on the fly. I wasn't actually recording anything at the time. Wasn't even thinking of recording anything. But you know, I saved this to I did the PS4 share button thing, and then I just recorded it via that from my Elgato. So yeah, so Formula Gulf 1000 at Imola, so a track I know well. I've driven this track on many different games, many times. So it's, you know, there's no pitfalls there. There's no surprises. So all good. You see, I've dropped a second now. And time's running out, but I will make it to the end of this lap very easily as we swing around Parabolica. So as I said, these cars are just really drivable, very planted, very easy, very manageable. You can throw them around a bit as well once you kind of got a hang of it, which, you know, is very quick. There's a very short time to kind of learn, you know, how to get the best out of this car. But once you've got that, you can throw it around. You really can, and it just grip. And I got lucky with the fancy Gulf livery there. But yeah, back on pole position. That was that, and now we're going to head into the race. So, like I said, I haven't been doing a lot of online racing. There you go, roughly half a second faster. Put me in the top. As I said, I haven't done a lot of online racing. And the worry for online racing is mainly that the people you're racing with just don't know how to race. That's the main worry. And especially so on the first lap, because everybody's bunched together, and I'll admit, I don't get worried about racing, you know, about screwing up myself. It's just everybody else I'm worried about. And especially at somewhere like Monza, where there is a long run down to turn number 1, and it is a very tight turn, and everything kind of bottlenecks. There's just a massive concertina effect. But I made a pretty good start. Didn't, you know, a bit of a hash of the first corner, but I get away. You can see everybody else is kind of going off there behind us, but we're away and still in first. So apologies, that was my phone. I really should put that on side, you know, when I'm recording. And now I have. Sorry about that. So yeah, little interruption. Back to the action. So we're coming down to the chicane here. And like I said, you can feed it through very easily. You know, it's very manageable. You're not having to really brake that much. And also a place like Monza, it really suits this car, to be honest with you, because, you know, there's a lot of corners that have a slight camber turn, like these two here, the first and second Lesmos, I think they're called. Lesmos. I always get the Lesmos mixed up with the Degners, but I'm fairly certain the Degner curves are on Suzuka in Japan. So I'm pretty much sure they're the Lesmo corners. I think they're named after brothers, but don't quote me. But yeah, as I said, I mean, in a Formula 1 car, I'd be braking there. But here, bring it down, through here, and then you just plant it again. And you don't really have to. You have to be careful, of course, but you don't have to be uber careful. You don't have to kind of feed and ease the power on. Once you're through a corner and once you've got it pointed where you want it, just put your foot down, just plant it, and you're away again. And again, the other thing with this car is it's got a great front end on it, so you can pretty much point it where you want it. And, you know, even say around Parabolica, which is a corner I have more than a few times I've struggled with that corner, try and find it. try and find the right groove and the right way to do it. But with this, it's very easy. Picks it up very quickly because you just, dab the brakes a little bit, hold, and then as soon as you start finding it through, you feel that the it's not going to fling you off. You can just again plant it. And again, this corner was a bit difficult to try and find the right line again. I don't think I've actually found it there. I was trying to find the right braking zone because I'm used to braking a hell of a lot further back with a lot of other cars. But with this one, I'd say anywhere from 100 to 150 meters. If you brake, you'll probably make that that apex quite easily, as long as you don't over brake. And I'm not sure what that is. There's a little box on the mini map. You just see it there in the top right corner, top left corner. Sorry, I don't know what it is. And this is pretty much a spotless race. It's not massively exciting to watch, I admit. I apologise. I wish I was slower and that I was right there in the action, or I wish they were quicker. Either way. But yeah, there's a little yellow box up there, and that causes my one mistake of the race. So it's coming up on the next lap actually. But as things stand right now, they're 5 seconds ahead. As we come down again to no idea what this curve's called, but the chicanes. Again, just getting a lot more confident with the car. Again, because this is the first time I've driven it. there was no practice session. It was just 15 minutes straight qualifying. I had maybe 3 laps as well. I think I joined. I don't know if I think I joined it a bit late actually. That's why I only got 3 laps. I probably would have got more than that, but I think I joined with maybe 7 or 8 minutes gone of the session. But like I said, again, it's just as the race wears on, you get more and more confident with the car, and just you can really fling it about when you've kind of found that groove. So, and also, evidenced by the fact that this lap right here, as we finish it, bang, faster than my qualifying lap. And I've noticed that on a few, for the majority of online races actually. So, I don't know, maybe I'm just not experienced in cars, but yeah, there we go. I find a better way to brake it there. And there we go, through it again. And the lead now coming up close to 7 seconds. My eyesight doesn't deceive me. But yeah, up here is this is where the mistakes were. I'm not gonna lie. So I see that little yellow block on the mini map, and I'm trying to look for it. What's the hazard here? What's the hazard here? Where is it? I don't know where it is. Missed my braking point completely, and but like again, this car is just really, really manageable, really planted. Very, very solid car. And I think in real life they say that they actually love this car. They just absolutely love to drive it. And racing drivers will say that about any car, but this one seems to be, you don't get people who are like, oh, it's not loud enough, or I wish I didn't have to save the tyres. With this, you don't get any of that, I suppose. But, they're young. What do they know? They're young drivers in these cars. But, yeah, that was my only mistake of the race. And it cost me slightly, but you see, I was about 7 seconds up, but by this point here, I'm again back up to about the 7-second mark in terms of leading. So, for 3 laps, 7 seconds, that's like, not far off 2.5 seconds per lap. Well, it's a bit less than that, but, who's counting, eh? It's not far off 3.5 seconds per lap. 2.5 seconds, sorry, per lap, quicker. I'm pretty happy with it because I've been in, like I said, I've been in a couple of online races, but this is the first one I've really actually had a really good race where I wasn't punted off, where people could actually race, and where I actually, got a decent qualifying in. Because I know I should go out and just feel out the track, feel out the car, find where the speed can be found, and so on and so forth. But I think, I'm just going to go attack it. I know what I'm doing. I can handle whatever the track throws at me. And then, of course, I'll screw up the laps. Okay, I won't do that again. Then in a different area, I screw something else up. So I end up starting like at the back, and it's fun trying to work your way through. But again, it does log pole positions. Actually, it logs. I think this and another race, which I will show later, because this is the first of 2 races I did that night, both in the Formula Gulf 1000 cars. The other race is at one of my other favourite tracks, at Bathurst, Mount Panorama. So yeah, I really enjoyed that race. And yeah, so it does log your pole position, so I think including this one and the other Formula Golf 1000 race I did, I think it's 4 pole positions from maybe 12 or 13 races, I think it is. Or maybe it's more than that because there was another race I did, but yeah, not got a bad pole position ratio, not got a bad win ratio actually either, so I may do some more online racing. If you guys want to see more online racing, you know, leave a comment, leave a like, because it's something, you know, I will definitely do for you guys. It's very simple for me to do, and you know, as you can see here, I'm pretty good at it, because the lead is now about 7.5 seconds, you know, not far off. So as we're coming down again for the final time to Parabolica to finish out the lap, this has been my online race. You know, nice to find guys who, even though I didn't really have much interaction with them, you know, I wasn't talking to them, and also as soon as I was through that first corner, that was it. I was pretty much gone. You know, not in an egotistical way, but you know, I was going. I didn't really have any interaction, so it's not a massively exciting video where I'm wheel to wheel racing with people. But here we go, finish line, and boom, there we go. Race win in the bag. So pole position, led every lap. Also got the fastest lap of the race, as you'll see in a second, and won the race. So that's all 4. I can't remember what they call it. They've got a name for it, but there you go. 56.197, fastest lap of the race. Led all the laps, won the race, got pole. So a pretty good night's work there. Again, I loved driving these cars. If you haven't driven them, go ahead and drive them. They are brilliant to drive, and I love the livery on the car. I got lucky on both races on that night. I got the same livery on both. So I think that's my lucky livery now for the Golf 1000 cars. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got time for this video. So thank you everybody so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please go ahead and hit that like button. Again, also if you want to see more, subscribe for more daily content, which said we've got The Witcher, we've got The Last of Us, Battlefield Hardline, and also Project Cars and a lot of other things planned in the future. And well, yeah, lastly, we'll catch you boys and girls on the flip side. Peace! So it's a Jedi mind trick. Fantastic. These are not the droids you're looking for. You don't need to see his papers. You want to drop your pants and do the chicken dance. Okay.